guys, welcome to my channel today. I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to practice integrity throughout everything that we do. These are just 5 simple key principles, and I feel that if we apply these key principles, we can achieve and prosper through life, because integrity is a key characteristics that we need to have in anything and everything that we do. It's something that should be our main value principle in our life, and we need to be applying it daily. Integrity can be a little frightening. Some people can shy from it, thinking it's unnecessary, but it is important to have integrity because integrity shows your heart. So let's start on some 5 ways biblically to practice integrity. Number 1, speak the truth in love. This is in Ephesians 4:15. A biblical principle to take from a speak by speaking a truth in love is integrity begins with honesty. Speaking truthfully is foundational to integrity, but it's equally important to speak with love and kindness. So even though we need to speak what we feel, we have to always remember we have to frame it in a tone and say it in kinder words so that it'll come across better, because a soft answer turns away wrath. And if we remember that, even when we're frustrated, to have a soft answer, that way we're not getting more frustrated with a wrath answer that will come if our response was more harsher. So let's practically applying this, when I think about that, is always be honest in your words, but be mindful of how you communicate it. So choose your words carefully to build others up rather than to tear them down, even when you're upset with them. Number 2 is honor your commitments when you're practicing integrity. This is in Psalms 15:4. A biblical principle regarding honoring your commitments is a person of integrity keeps their word even when it's difficult. God honors those who fulfill their promises. So when we think about a practical application of honoring your commitments, when you give your word, follow through. This might mean doing things that are inconvenient or require sacrifice of what you would prefer to do or say. And then also integrity is about reliability. You have to be a reliable person to have integrity. You have to be someone somebody can count on. And if you can't be counted on, you can't really do much with that kind of person. Number 3, avoid deceptive practices. This is in Proverbs 11:1. Biblical principle is God detests dishonest scales and unjust ways, actions that cheat or deceive others. Integrity means being fair and upright in all dealings. So don't do things you know that will negatively affect you when it comes to what you are representing, whether you're selling something, whether you're speaking something. Make sure that it's not deceptive and lies. I think that it's important to speak the truth and to give people honesty, because people are really seeking answers, and to mislead them deceptively out of whatever gain you're coming out of it, it's all evil. So when I talk about practical applications, I put a few things down that I personally do that I thought would be good to share. So practical applying, like in your business or personal life or relationships, avoid any form of dishonesty or manipulation or cheating. Always deal justly, even in small matters. So if you're playing cards, or if you are upset someone is not doing something you want them to do, don't manipulate them to do it. Don't be dishonest to make them do something that they didn't want to originally do, or don't cheat someone out of their money. Or if you said that you were going to give someone a discount on something, give that discount. So these are just things that you can do to apply that to yourself. Number 4 is act with purity of heart. This is in Matthew 5:8. A biblical principle to take with acting with purity of heart is integrity isn't just about outward actions, it's about having a pure heart that desires to do what's right before God. So we have to desire to do what's right. We have to put on our breastplate of righteousness and know that we are righteous through Christ. And we have to walk with a pure heart and do good and want to do it and not just doing it to gain something or to feel better about ourselves. A practical application of this is examine your motives before you do something good. Ensure that your intentions are pure and that you're not just seeking to gain an expense of others or a selfish reason. And when you examine your motives, it makes you think twice before either doing something or saying something that isn't intentional and pure. Number 5 is seek God's guidance and strength. This is in Proverbs 3 5 through 6. A biblical principle to take from seeking God's guidance and strength is relying on God is essential to living with integrity. Okay? He is the source of the wisdom and strength, and He will direct your path when you trust Him. So, righteousness is only with God. You know, He is righteous. So, we have to seek Him to know that path of righteousness, to know how to apply it to our lives, and to know how to walk in integrity. And practical application of doing this is pray for God to help you maintain integrity in all areas of your life. Trust in His leading and seek His wisdom when faced with moral dilemmas. So when you find yourself caught up in something or you're stuck between a hard rock and what they call it, a whatever, when you're stuck between a hard rock, and I just feel like I like to just pray to God, and I feel like He opens my mind to receiving whatever it is that I need to be seeing to be able to make the next move, whether it's in my business or my job or in my personal life or in my heart or even in my mind. I feel like it's just all the wisdom comes from Him. And there's a scripture that says to God belongs wisdom, counsel, understanding is all His. And I'll actually put that right here. I'll say it again. So to God belongs wisdom, counsel, and understanding is all His. And this is just a good scripture I meditate on so I can remember to always be at my knees seeking Him because He is the one that's going to have all my answers. So I hope this video helped you guys walk with integrity, have some key, simple practices you can put in every day. Integrity is always going to be tested out through your life. So the better you get at practicing doing the right thing with integrity, the more easier it'll be when those difficult things come up that might frighten you on what you should choose, or should you listen to what someone else says. You will already know in your heart that I've been practicing integrity. I know what integrity is for me, and you will have a better way of making the decisions for yourself.